consequence. Nevertheless, those days are over because legally, all countries are required by law to prosecute these religious organizations. They're required by law, by the treaty that they signed, to prosecute these religious organizations for their hand in promoting racism. In addition to that, they are also legally bound by law to remove their tax-free status because they're in violation of another UN treaty that prohibits religious organizations from being politically involved. And so by law, all UN member states are legally responsible for prosecuting these religious organizations. Now, it would be a lot easier for UN member states just to give their power and authority to the United Nations and then allow the United Nations to hold trial and prosecute and work on the process of eliminating these threats internationally. Now, that just makes sense, right? You know, that just makes it. It's a good business move. It's just a good move. And so that is the recommendation that I presented on the floor to the UN back in November of 2021, and that is a recommendation that I am presenting to the UN today, going into 2022. All right. So I want to thank you for taking some time to listen to this podcast. Now, this information is also going to be available online everywhere. It's going to be available on Court Magazine. It's going to be available on BuzzFeed, as well as some other international publications that I have been fortunate enough to partner with just to make sure that this gets out. Also, for all of you UN Party member states who are listening to this or who received the email from me, thank you so much for receiving it, and thank you so much for your correspondence. I really appreciate just the opportunity to work with all of you to make sure that this gets done legally, and of course, obviously, you know, it's something that needs to be done. And I appreciate the opportunity to work with you in these regards as well. Okay, so that being stated, I hope that you all have an amazing, amazing week. And we look forward to things changing in 2022 internationally because the time has come. Until next time, stay safe.